For today's video, we'll be discussing the 10 deadly team leader interview questions. Now, if this is the perfect video for you, stick around. Hi mga Kapuyaters! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Von, ang kaagapan nyo sa Puyatan. For today's video, we'll be discussing the 10 deadly questions for a team leader role that you must watch out if you are aspiring to become one. Now, why do we need to discuss this type of questions or these questions? Mainly because it is important for you to understand what will be the interviewer or the employer will be looking for in the applicants. Also, as an aspirant, even before going to the battle, you need to understand what are the essentials that you need to have for you to get hired. Also, it is important to understand the role, and these questions will guide you if you really fit for the job. Same thing when Pia Wurtzbach was asked during the final question in the Miss Universe if she already knew the answer to the question as to why should you be the next Miss Universe. And she said yes, not because she memorized the answer, but because even before going to the coronation night or going international, she already asked herself, so why should I be the next Miss Universe? Why should I be the one to be chosen for that task or for that crown? So that's the same thing with the TL or team leader. You need to ask yourself, why is it going to be me? With all these applicants for the position, why should they be choosing you for the role? Right? Great. Now, before we proceed to the questions or sets of questions, if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe as well as tap that bell notification so you get notified in case I have future videos such as like this. Let's proceed to the first question, which is, what's your management style? So in this question, the interviewer or the employer is checking what type or what approach you have as a team leader and see if it will blend to the culture they have in terms of managing their team. So in this aspect, you just need to be honest with regard to what your approach as a TL. This is how you can answer it. There's no perfect formula with your approach. You need to be able to adjust all the time. However, me personally, it's a combination of being a leader and being authoritative. Mainly because I feel that any leader should be leading by example. I'll show them the things that I should be doing as a responsibility, and hopefully they get inspired to do the same. But at the same time, I need to be authoritative at a certain situation where it requires me to be. It is important to be able to send a command when it's non-negotiable. But always remember that when you do that, it is always for the good of the maturity. Again, you don't need to follow the same answer. You can have your own, just know your core as to who you are as a team leader. Cool? Second question. How do you define success? In this question, the employer or the interviewer is checking as to what's your definition of a real success. Are you a score-driven? Are you a perception-driven team leader? Or what are you? Now, this is just an example of how you can answer it. As a team leader, I really want to see and I'm touched and moved when I see my team members being able to elevate themselves and progress with their career as well. And tell me that what they're doing right now is because they got inspired with what I've been doing. At the same time, what they're doing to their team right now are the things that they love. That's my definition of success. Seeing the people that I'm working with also progresses as I go up. Again, it doesn't need to be the same answer. Go back to your core and be honest and sincere of how you define success as a leader. And you'll never go wrong. Right? Third, what's your biggest management weakness? In this question, the interviewer or the employer is checking what are your areas of improvement. Mainly because it is important for them to understand that if you have opportunity or flaw, it still can blend in to how they do things in the operations or in their operations. Same thing if they can still guide you to be better with your opportunity. So here's an example of how you can answer it. You know what? I feel that my biggest area of opportunity as a manager or a team leader is being stubborn with my vision. This becomes an opportunity precisely because others feel that I no longer listen and I'm close minded to their opinion and idea. However, as a leader for quite some times, when I'm stubborn with my vision, I take actions and make sure to deliver a good result. As always, this stubbornness of mine delivers a great result that my boss, my clients really loved. Again, you don't have to follow the same answer. Go back to your core and check your foundation as a team leader. Cool? Fourth, can you tell me about a time that you led by example? In this question, your interviewer or the employer is checking your type of leadership and personality. They will definitely look for a driver personality. A driver personality is someone who actually lead aggressive and take actions and achieve results. Now, all you need to do is just go back to your experience. I'm going to give you an example, but again, it doesn't need to be followed. You can always go back to your own experience as a leader. So let's say there was a time wherein we have a problem with a certain metric, CSAT. So since no one was actually taking a lead on how to resolve this problem in the team, what I did is approach my manager and told him that I can take the lead in doing the RCA or root cause analysis, create an action plan, and encourage the team members to execute it. So that's what I did after figuring out what's exactly the problem, why we have a low score in CSAT. I talked to the team members and asked them to cooperate in executing the action plan I thought of. As a result, it went well and we were able to recover with our CSAT score. You can always create your own answer based on your experience. Okay? Fifth, how do you delegate tasks to your team members? In this question, your employer or the interviewer is actually checking if you are a collaborative leader, meaning you are giving an opportunity and empower your people to be able to contribute individually to the group. Now, here's an example of how you can answer it. Normally, when I build a team, I profile them based on their strength and opportunity. After that, I check each project or the task that we have as a team or the goal that we have and assign a specific task based on their expertise. In that way, they'll be empowered and feel proud that whatever they're doing is something that they are an expert of. And based on my experience, I've been very successful in doing that. Because even if they have a diverse background, they have different expertise and opportunities. It complements well when you know how to properly delegate the task based on their profile. You can always create your own answer based on your experience. Okay? Alright, watch out for the part 2 for the remaining 5 questions because definitely it's going to be very interesting. Alrighty, always remember, Kapuyaters, if you're tired, take a break, but never quit. Have a good one and see you guys again next time.